I'd like to add this one in because it's very important to give you some sort of incentive. The state of emptiness. You see? The state of emptiness to the human mind is when there's no more wine in the glass. It is empty. The true emptiness is when the glass goes. You see? The glass goes. Emptiness is when everything goes. Every form and formlessness goes. What is the feeling? What is the emotion? What is the sense? What is experienced if you go and the world goes and everything with form, shape, size goes? What is left? Emptiness. This emptiness is contentment. This emptiness is before life. But you can appear as both states at once. You can appear as an emptiness, experiencing life. Just now, while you're not awake, you're experiencing life. And it fluctuates. Yeah? Up and down, goods and bads. Emptiness is when everything is flatline. That's pure emptiness. But there's no you to experience it. There's no fluctuations. There's no mind coming and going. The true state for you to be in is emptiness and fluctuations at the same time. And you can only experience that when you've experienced flatline. It's not a recommended state to push you towards it. No one can push you towards the stateless state. You have to be here and be trusting and accepting in whatever comes. If nothing comes, say it's okay. And then it's going to come, you see. You're not in control of God. You're not one step ahead of God. You're not one step ahead of awakening or enlightenment. Everything that you are seeking is one step ahead of you, looking back at you. And it'll stop you in your midst when you're not looking for them. You get that? You're walking, you're not looking for everything, and awakening says, I'm here. When you're walking and looking for awakening, it's not going to appear. When you trust and accept that everything is going to happen, it's going to happen. But when your mind says, I want it to happen before I die, I want it to happen before I reach 20, I'm only giving it one chance to happen, then I'm not going to bother about it again. That's getting close. When mind says nothing and you're not seeking, but something is stirring in your life of discontentment, whether it's depression, stress, it'll value. This awakening enlightenment will value and say, this one's okay. This one is not a sympathetic ego, poor me. This one is genuine. Genuinely wanting to help this world. Genuinely wanting to be compassionate and kind. This one is genuine. We cannot allow this one to be depressed. We must awaken this one. A murderer is not going to get awakened. It's going to serve its time, you see. It's going to serve its time. Emptiness is when everything becomes same. Everything is the same. When you touch the curtains, they have a different fabric to the sofa. But when in your vision, everything has different names. But you don't understand the names because you see everything as the same flat thing. Everything is enhanced love, enhanced beauty. The dead hair on the road is the same as the beautiful new curtains that hang in your living room. That is emptiness. There is no this way or that way. Emptiness cannot move. Emptiness cannot go from emptiness to complete fullness. Emptiness has to be the same. Fullness happens up and down. emptiness. You see, that's why the Catholics, emptiness is when you can see no difference between your spiritual body, your soul body, your holy body, and your physical body. There is no difference. There's no more seeking. Emptiness is when you see Christ the same as Buddha, and they merge, and you merge with them. Emptiness is when every piece of music is the same note. Emptiness is when every piece of music as the same note becomes every beautiful painting in the world as the same painting. Emptiness is when every beautiful note and every beautiful painting and every beautiful written word and every poetic version becomes the same poem. Emptiness is when there's no one judging and valuing whether the poem is good, bad, painting, good, bad, music, good, bad, note, good, bad. Emptiness is when you go, the person. And the new person arrives completely empty and returns as the wine glass, and it can be filled with more useless information about this intelligent mind that really is just a concept, an idea. To say that anyone famous has done anything worthwhile in this world is true, but not true. It's true in this materialistic, temporary human world. It's true. But in truth, it's not simply any value whatsoever. Anyone who tries to improve on what is really just playing a game with themselves to keep their mind pleased, to keep their mind pacified, to keep their mind on board. You are working for the mind at that point, when all in all, mind is always working for you. But mind, like anyone else, will say, wow, I'm getting a break. This one is confused. I'm going on holiday. I'll let this one do all the work for me. But it's the same. It's just mind playing different games with different disguises, in different suits, appearing as different ideas, different thoughts. It's a wonderful, wonderful realization, awakening and enlightenment. What does it enhance your life? You make nothing from it. How can you make something from nothing? And how can you make nothing from something? Whatever comes, comes. You're free. You can experience emptiness like that. Some call it samadhi. But I'm a Western guy, you see. I don't get caught up in all these terminologies and words. I simply make them up myself as I go along. That's freedom. And mind can say I don't like it or I like it. And that's mind freedom. But you're not free when mind is active. When it's making the decisions on your behalf. As long as it's making the decisions on your behalf so that it values, enhances your life, then that's okay. Mind is a good guy. When you and it merge. Namaste.